Hello friends, welcome to the video number 34 for the Excel 2016 series. And well, in this video we're gonna talk about working with pictures. Now I just made this video in Spanish and it took me about 16 minutes. And to be honest, I was far from covering everything that we can do with pictures, but actually the purpose is just to get you started. Many of the things that you can do with pictures you can basically just explore a little bit, play a little bit around with, just take a picture and see what kind of effects and things you can do with the picture. And it's very simple and very nice. You will see that you can make very interesting effects. So, well, first of all, we're gonna need a picture to work with. So we're gonna come here to the Insert tab, and well, in the ribbon, the second group is Illustrations. So the first icon says Pictures, and it tells you, okay, you're going to select a picture from a file. Just click in there, and I have my picture here on the desktop. That's me, by the way, but we are not going to be working with me. I'm going to use my supermodel right here. So her name is Tota. It's my baby, my dog. And well, the first thing I think that you already saw, I got the image inserted on A1. So I'm just going to press delete. If you want the image insert in some other place, let's say here is B5, again, insert pictures, you can just double click on the image, or you can select it and then click here on insert. Now you can see the image has been inserted on B5. And now the other thing that I want to point out is that what you can see immediately is that you have these handles right here in the middle or in the corners. So you can just click and hold and then just drag the image and you can resize it. Pretty easy. The other thing is this other handle right here. You can just click and hold and then just move around to turn the picture. What else? Well, we have a new tab. As you can see, if I click outside of the picture, it's gone. Now I'm going to click again in the picture and I have this picture tools format. So is this new ribbon to work with the picture. You can also give a right click or a click with the secondary button and you're going to have all these options: style, crop. You can cut, copy. The cut, for example, here I can press Ctrl X. So I copy it and I can position it again precisely. For example, in A2, just press Ctrl V and it's located exactly in the cell that I want. What else? You can change the picture. Again, choose from a file or for an online source. You can assign a hyperlink. You can assign a macro also. You can change size and properties. Just click in there, for example, and you're going to have these options available right here. So you can change the size here. As you can see, if I change the height, the width also changes. So you can unselect this log aspect ratio. And now I'm going to change only the height. I guess usually with pictures you are going to want to maintain the aspect ratio. So just keep this selected. I'm going to close this one. Let's come again to the format picture ribbon. Now let's start seeing a few effects. For example, you can remove background. Just clicking there, wait a little bit, and you are going to see this kind of, I don't know, pink or purple color. What Excel is going to remove. You can mark areas to keep. For example, here the paws are being removed. I want to keep those. Well, nice. Usually it's a little bit hard to get the exact effect that you want. Sometimes you're gonna have to try several times until you finally get the result. Well, it's getting harder and I'm losing a lot of time. So I'm just gonna leave it like that. You can discharge your changes or you can keep your changes. In this case, for example, I like what I see. Not really, but I'm gonna keep the changes. So as you can see, I only have my dog right now. I still have the whole frame, so I can remove that frame. You can use this crop tool right here, or you can just right click and select the crop. But here, for example, we have a few more options. Instead of cropping just like a square, you can use this down pointing arrow and, for example, select crop to a shape, and maybe I want to make like an oval portrait. So now click again, and well, now you see we have this cropping tool in a portrait shape, and I mean in an oval shape, and maybe that's the effect that I want. So there it is. This is gonna help me, for example, when I want to apply these picture styles. Well, you can either apply a square or a rectangle or an oval, whatever you like. For example, I would like maybe this one. You can also do, for example, like, I don't know how to call this, is perspective. Okay, thank you, Excel. Metal oval. So there it is. I'm gonna insert again. Wow, times fly. I'm gonna do a copy, Control C and then Control V a few times. I'm gonna use this one. Let's see here the corrections. For example, you can change the sharpen and soften. So you are right here in the middle. This is the original one, sharpen 0%. So you can, for example, come in here, just leave it a little bit, and you can see that it has been softened by a 50%. It's a little bit blurry, or you can make it sharper. So this is sharpen 50%. Now in the brightness and contrast, you are right here in the middle. This is the original one. So you can see the different changes in brightness and contrast. So just play with it a little bit. You will see many different types of changes. Colors, you can change here or play with the color saturation, the tones of the color of the pictures. You can recolor your picture. For example, you can have like a black and white. When here it's more like a black and white. So change the color. You can set a transparent color. This is not a good example. A better example would be, for example, if I had a full green or full white behind my dog. So I can select just that color, and everything in that color is going to be transparent. I'm just going to give a click in here, and well, I guess you can see now the change. Something got transparent, so you can actually see the picture that is behind. Now I'm gonna come here for example to the reset picture, and I'm gonna select the second one. So I want to reset the picture and the size. So there we go, is reset it. Artistic effects, you can do some changes in here. Again, just leave it a little bit the mouse over the image so that you can have like a preview. And if you like it, well, just click on it. You can compress your picture a little bit or a lot, depending on the original size of your picture. You can change the size so that it would not take too much space. I mean, in your file, your Excel file, probably the picture is gonna be like, I don't know, some pictures are like 5 megabytes, and the actual text is just like 25 kilobytes. So you can resize this image, compress it, and make your file much lighter. Again, here you can change the picture from a file or from online sources. The reset picture, we already saw that. The styles, where we already saw that too. How to apply this kind of like frames. The border, let's apply this, I don't know, orange. Now the border is there. You don't believe me? Okay, so let's go to the weight. Just make it 6 points. So now you can see the border. You can change here, for example, to put dashes. I don't know, whatever you like. The effects, you can have these presets, shadows, reflections. This is kind of nice, the reflection of the picture. Just like that. Glow, soft edges, bevels. Looks nice. The picture layout, this lets you add some text to your pictures. Obviously, I mean, well, not obviously, but you can see here that it changed the picture a little. I mean, again, the layout of the picture. but this could be very useful. I mean, it lets you apply this text to to your images. Um, Now the bring forward, you can bring, well, this one is already in the front, so let's send it to back. So now it's all the way down. You can just bring forward, like one place, two places, or completely bring to front again. Now, if you have a hard time selecting some of the images that you have here of your pictures, come here to the selection pane, and you're gonna see all the pictures that you have available, so you can click and see which one gets selected. In this case, for example, this is the one on the front, and you can hide it just by clicking in here. Now it's hidden. Click again, so it's visible. You can hide all or show all your pictures. I'm gonna close the selection pane. You can align. Okay, I'm gonna delete this. I'm gonna keep just 3. Well, I'm gonna click Control A. Now I select everything. You can resize all your pictures at the same time, for example. Now I'm gonna just place them kind of randomly. If you can also click Control to select one by one. You can click here on the align, and for example, let's do this align in the middle. So there they are. Now again, but we are gonna distribute horizontally. So now they are evenly distributed on the horizontal. What else? You can group your images. So now they are one single group. You can ungroup. Now I'm gonna do this with the right click and here on group, ungroup. So now they are separate images again. You can rotate. Here we're gonna rotate the 3. I have selected the 3 of them. Now if you want to have more control, you can come here to more rotate options, and here the rotation lets you do it 1 by 1 degree. What else? Well, we already saw how to crop the height and width. Well, I think the last thing I want to see is just that here again you can assign a link. We have not seen how to make hyperlinks, but it's pretty simple. Just click on the link here, and you can select an existing file or web page and place in this document. Here I'm gonna do an existing file, and basically the only thing that I'm gonna do is I'm already on the desktop. I'm gonna make a link to the original image. So now you can see I have this beloved hand that indicates that we have a hyperlink. Just click on the image. So sure enough, it opens the original image. And the last, if you right click on it on here while having a hyperlink, now you can edit the link, open the hyperlink, or remove the link. I'm gonna remove it. Now the hyperlink is gone. Now one last thing, again, right click and you can assign a macro. Also, we have not seen how to make macros yet, but well, it's good for you to know right now that once we get macros, we can assign it to a picture. You can just have a picture, click there, and some program gets running. Well, I guess that pretty much covered what I wanted to see in here. Again, just play around with all these effects, corrections, colors, etc. You're gonna see that you could do very, very nice things with your images, with your pictures. Of course, this is not a professional editing photos or pictures tools, but again, for amateurs like myself, again, I think that we can do very, very interesting things with our images and make our files looks good. And well, I guess that's pretty much about it for this video tutorial. I hope that you enjoy it, and especially that you find it useful. So please don't forget to subscribe, like and share the video. And well, thanks all of you for watching, and I hope to see you on the next video.